Radio Dead Air, KRDA, Monday night. Check this shit out. We're all new and shiny and pretty. Got new graphics and stuff and yeah. Radio Dead Air, Monday night. Somebody want to hear, let me know. I will attempt to get on the air for you. Send a request to requests@radiodeadair.com. What do we got for you tonight? Well, everybody's kind of sort of bleh. I don't have a new one. Derek doesn't have a new one, and we'll figure something out. But of course, we have live What the Fuck Is Wrong With You coming. We have Invisibles coming up. How's everybody been? Okay, I think we better just jump into it. Last week, had the Republican National Convention. And it had already had a couple of hiccups. For example, they were in fear of a hurricane coming. But that sort of steered around them. And fortunately, it wasn't nearly as bad as they thought it was going to be to Louisiana, so yay. That too. Everything's good. Sort of steered around. And they were making the best of it. And things were going along swimmingly. And they promised everyone they were going to have a special speaker on Thursday night. Someone got the idea this was going to be a hologram of Ronald Reagan. Like Tupac. This was a very popular idea, that the special guest speaker was going to be Reagan's hologram. But it wasn't. I'm sure all of you have heard by now what happened. But for those of you who don't follow politics, and you're wondering why everybody on your Twitter feed has been posting pictures of people pointing at chairs with empty chairs with angry expressions. Explain. Mitt Romney was up very soon. There's Mark Rubio, Mitt Romney. They were going to get up and speak and have their moment. And for Mitt Romney, this was the most important night of this man's life. He was accepting the Republican nomination for presidential candidate of the United States of America. If you're lucky, if you're really lucky, that happens once in a lifetime. Maybe twice, but mostly just once. And as he was getting geared up, Clint Eastwood went doolally. According to stagehands, Clint Eastwood, yeah, he is Clint. Clint asked for a chair. And the stagehand said, okay, I thought he was just going to sit in it. What he didn't ask for was a teleprompter, which should have been a red flag. Because when you're hosting a national political convention in a very, very polarized political atmosphere, you better make damn sure everybody who's going up on that stage to speak has a script. Clint did not have a script. He had a chair, though. He got up to the podium. And then, my friends, one of the most bizarre moments in political history began to unfold. And before the shocked, aghast, and confused masses, there and at home, because this was televised nationally, all over the place, Clint Eastwood proceeded to have an argument with President Obama. The only problem is President Obama was not there. Clint Eastwood was yelling at an empty chair for his allotment of time. What's more, somehow the empty chair was telling him to shut up. and also telling him to do horrible things to Mitt Romney, or implying that horrible things should be done to Mitt Romney. This is a thing that happened. And why it was such a big deal is that, did you hear Mitt Romney's speech? Do you remember what Mitt Romney said in his speech? If so, you're in the minority, because all anybody was fucking talking about was the crazy man yelling at the chair. That was it. That was mayor. That was all anybody's remembered from last week. Crazy man yelling at a chair. Someone should be fired right now. In fact, if you listen to Mitt Romney's aides and Republican National Convention aides and all of the different aides who were working on this the next morning, everybody, their statements all boil down to, it wasn't my fault. Oh God, please don't fire me. All I know is politics. I can't do a real job. Oh God. And I of course jumped on this because this was hilarious, baffling, and just bizarre. And I actually had someone on my Twitter feed earnestly, this was not a troll, this was not a troll, actually say to me, yeah, but did you listen to what he said? Buddy, when Grandpa kicks down the kitchen door with his pants on his head, starts having discussions with people from the 18th century, I don't care if he's got a point. Seriously. One of those weird things, you know, you're so desperate to cover your political position that you're justifying insanity. Shut up. That was somebody needs to be fired, is all we know. So yeah, that was a thing that happened.